Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends. And today, we're gonna be talking about the fabled Drab Syndicate event that just started technically yesterday. I'm gonna do a quick overview of the event and the requirements for it and what are your chances to make progress over there. This is not gonna be a full breakdown because really I'm not in a position to be able to do a breakdown of the thing, but still, this should give you a bit of an idea as to whether or not you're gonna be able to make progress. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because doing these things help the channel to be discovered, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So if you want some more Asphalt Legends coverage over here, go ahead, like and subscribe. But alright, Drab Syndicate, what is it about? Well, as you can see the car on the screen right now being the Arash Imperium is gonna be the main car for the Drab Syndicate, which is in theory the car that you should be able to acquire throughout this event. But here is the short of it. This type of events, the Drab Syndicate, are very, very difficult to complete. And I don't mean in skill, I mean in the garage that you need to have and the currency that you're probably gonna have to spend. And by currency, I actually do mean money. But alright. Let's see the actual event and what it offers. Specifically, I'm going to go into the rewards because I think that gives us the best overview of what is going to be required by, well, what are the cars featured over here? We have the Citroën DS Survolt, don't mind me how I pronounce that. That's going to be the first car that is featured over here. In fact, it's going to allow you to unlock this car for free. That is the good thing about Drab Syndicates. You can get the first car for free, so that's dope, and I'm going to do that in this video. But moving on, after that, you're going to be needing the Apollo Intensa Emozione. The next car that is featured is going to be the McLaren 600 LT Spider. Eventually, we get to one of the other new cars in this update, the Pagani Zonda 5. And later on we get to the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, and eventually we get into the Arash Imperium. Now in this event, you can see, oh my god, I can get the key for the Jesko Absolute, and eventually I can even get the key for the Arash Imperium. If you're new to this game, I hate to break it to you, but it's incredibly difficult, nearly impossible you're gonna make it over there without spending a ton of money. It is what it is. I just don't want to sugarcoat it. These events are incredibly pay to win. And, well, if you do have a crazy garage and you have a bunch of these cars at max and whatnot, you're definitely going to be able to do or make some good progress over there. But the reality is that for the average player, this is not going to be the case. Now, to be a bit more specific with it, let's talk about the cars that are required and how many stars do you need them at, because that is a thing. Over here we have on the left side, again, all of the cars featured, and on the right side, how many stars are required in order to continue making progress in the event. So the DS Survolt, you're gonna need it at 2 stars. Basically, the way this works is that however many stars the car has at maximum, you need it -2. That is to say, the Survolt is a 4-star car, -2, you need it at 2 stars. The Apollo IE, being a 5-star car, you need it at 3. McLaren 600 LT, also at 3 stars. The Pagani Zonda 5, being a 6-star car, you need to have it at 4 stars to be able to continue making progress in this event. And the Jesko Absolute, same thing, being a 6-star car, you're gonna need it at 4 stars to continue making progress. And eventually, the Arash Imperium, you only need it at 3 stars, but I say you only need it. Man, these events are so very difficult. By the way, don't quote me too much about the Jesko Absolute requirement, because again, I never get into such high levels of these events that I don't ever get to see those type of cars. So this might be 3 stars still rather than 4, but either way, it's incredibly difficult to get there. Now, there's something else about this event. You saw that in the rewards, there were blueprints for the cars. Well, how many blueprints do you get? Are you able to unlock cars in this event? Well, sort of. Here is the cars for which you get blueprints and how many blueprints are needed to unlock the car. So for example, the DS Survolt, you need 20 blueprints. You're going to be given that. You can unlock the car for free. That is actually good. So there you go. You can go ahead and get your free car right away. No problemo. But then for the Apollo IE, it gives you 40 blueprints in the event for the 45 that you need in order to unlock the car. You might be thinking, well, that's not too far away, and it is not. But the way that this event is shaped, you need to have been saving a bunch of your Drab Syndicate currency in order to buy the additional blueprints to then unlock the car. And then remember that you're still gonna need the car at 3 stars, so unlocking it is not enough. You're still gonna need to start it up. McLaren 600 LT, same situation, it gives you 40 out of 45, exactly the same that you're gonna need to start it up to 3 star eventually. Then the Pagani Zone that Cinque, it gives you 17 out of 30 blueprints. Now, to be fair, the event does give you more than these blueprints that I'm writing down over here. But the reason why I write it like that is because that is the amount of blueprints you need, or rather the blueprints that it gives you to give you access to the next section of the Drab Syndicate. And if you think that this is getting complicated, it's because these events tend to be. But for example, let's say that I do get all of the stuff for the Citroen Survolt, and eventually I land over here, and it's like, okay, I don't have the Apollo IE, I don't have a single blueprint. Well, in order to access the rest of this event, I actually need to unlock the car, so just having 40 blueprints is not enough. So yeah, granted, there's some 7 additional blueprints over here, but this is not gonna help you unlock it, because in order to actually get here, before you can access this section, you already need to have unlocked the car. And therein lies the trick. Same situation with the 600 LT Spider. You're gonna get here, and you're gonna get your 40 blueprints, you're gonna be like, okay, great. And there's some additional oh no, I cannot access this until later. So that is kind of how this works. And for the Sonda Cinque, actually over here later, it gives you additional 25 blueprints, which seems pretty decent. But again, you're gonna first have to unlock it. And again, keeping in mind that for the Pagani Sonda Cinque, it gives you 17 out of 30. You still need to get another 13 blueprints in order to unlock it. And again, man, these events are a bit of a nightmare on the way that it's set up. So yeah, again, I think other content creators are gonna make much more detailed videos in the Drab Syndicate. I just can't, because to be completely honest with you, I don't like Drab Syndicates. And I'm sorry to say, but it is the truth. I really don't like them because they're very, very involved. For now, what I'm gonna do, by the way, is just do a couple of races, well, the races that I need in order to unlock my DS Survolt for free. But what I'm doing over here in general is just trying to tell you that if you're a new player, then yeah, this event really is not for you. Go ahead, claim whatever you can from the event, but don't have big hopes that you're gonna be able to make a ton of progress over here. If you're a, let's say, mid-term player, you know, you've been playing for a year or two, and you do have some of these cars like the Apollo Intensa Emozione, you have it at Max Stars, maybe you also have at Max Stars the 600 LT Spider, well then good, because you are indeed gonna be able to make some progress over there. You may even be able, you're probably gonna be able to unlock the Pagani Zonda Cinque and maybe start it up a little bit. But from there, when it comes to the Jesco Absolute, yeah, this game is not gonna give you, this event is not gonna give you enough to unlock the car. You're gonna have to spend a lot of the Drab Syndicate currency, and even then, that's probably still not gonna be enough. We're talking about an incredibly powerful Class S car with the Jesco Absolute. So yeah, it's not meant to be easy. And yeah, that's why this video is a bit of a shorter one, it's a bit of a more messy one, because I didn't really want to go into, oh, let's delve into every single one of the rewards and all of that. Like I said, these events are very intricately, is that a word? It's a very intricate setup for the event, where it makes you believe that you're gonna be able to make some progress, and you make a tiny bit of progress, but then after that you're gonna get stuck, just a straight up, not even a stone wall, you're gonna be paid walled massively. But there we go, just did one race with the Arash Imperium, and that is gonna complete the very first stage over here. Like I said, you can do this. These are the first stages of this event, so all of this is free try, so you can at least enjoy the car a little bit, to drive it and see what the big deal is. I've already talked about the Arash Imperium itself as a car being a really powerful car that I do believe it's insanely strong, but with my limited experience with this tier of high-class S cars, yeah, don't take me too seriously on that. But yeah, that is why, like I said, I'm not gonna really be making a lot more videos, if at all, about the Drab Syndicate. Maybe eventually, because I believe I'm gonna be able to unlock the Cinque, maybe start up a little bit, and maybe I'll make a video on that. But it's not like I'm gonna be, oh, here's a guide on the Drab Syndicate. Like I said, I think creators in the past have made really good guides. If I can find one that explains it better, I'm gonna post the link in the description on this video, or give me some suggestion of what is a good video explaining it. But like I said, I just wanted to be super clear about this whole thing, and yeah, you're not gonna be able to make a lot of progress. Don't get too excited about it. Enjoy the free car that you can get, maybe start it up if you want, enjoy the blueprints that you can get for the Apollo IE and for McLaren and for the 600 LT if you get there. But yeah, there's a whole strategy related. Why does it teleport me, by the way? I hate that it teleports me there. Anyway, not this teleporter, but that respawn that I got, it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, what was I saying? The McLaren 600 LT Spider and all that stuff, that you're gonna be able to get some stuff from it. Oh yeah, there's a whole strategy of, oh no, you should do this race but not this race because the payout is bigger and the payout is smaller, and the amount of Syndicate coins that you get versus the Syndicate points that you get, yeah, it's insanely convoluted. And I don't think I would do, in my style of videos over here, I don't think I would do a good job at all on explaining it, so that's why I'm not even gonna try. I'm just trying to be super clear about this whole thing of like, yep, don't get excited. And again, for players that do have a crazy garage, you have the Jet Squad. What? Oh, I was supposed to. Oh man. Okay, this time I need to do perfect nitros and 360s. All right, let's focus on that. But yeah, as I was saying, if you do have a crazy garage, specifically with the Jet Squad Absolute, because again, the Apollo IE and the 600 LT Spiders, well, they're not necessarily super common cars. The Apollo IE, it's more common than the 600 LT, but they have had car hunts and things like that. So there's a decent chance that some of you, a bunch of you guys, do have them. And like I said, that's going to allow you to make a bunch of progress in the event. But I think for all of us normies that do have that type of cars at most, that is the higher that we have for this event, meaning that we don't have the Jet Squad Absolute. Yeah, we're probably only going to be able to get to the Pagani Zone, the Cinque, maybe unlock it. And from there, it's going to be a matter of, hey, how do you want to spend the rest of your currency? Do you want to start off that car? Do you want to start off the Survolt? Do you want to, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. If, like I said, if you have, wait, what did I need to do? Perfect nitros and 360. Okay, let's focus on the perfect nitros. I haven't been doing those. I think if you have any experience with these events, you know where this is going. So yeah, just, and I don't want to make people believe that they're gonna be able to make a lot of progress. But if you are the type of player who do have the Jet Squad Absolute at 5 stars or whatever, man, that's gonna be great for you. You're probably gonna be able to make a bunch of progress. In fact, it would be dope if you guys could tell me how much progress did you make at the end of this event, because again, I'm not the type of player, I don't have that many cars, so yeah. Here's some rewards that I got from doing that race. Very good. And if I'm not mistaken, it should be probably 1 or 2 more races to get to my reward of the free unlock of the Citroen. And again, all of this that I'm doing, it's just what do you call it? Oh, wait a second, I just realized something. Oh, never mind. For a moment, I thought I had additional currency of this for being a content creator, because I thought I saw a pop-up on that, but apparently I don't. It's fine. At the end of the day, still gonna show you the regular limited progress over here. Money run. Oh wait, no. I don't want to do those. I meant to do this. Is that where I'm going? Yes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, just want to make progress and get my car. Like I said, this works a little bit just, you know, to test the main car of this event for a few races and all of that. That's kind of neat, but yeah. To tell you the truth, with all of the drop syndicates that have happened throughout the years, there has only been one single drop syndicate that I was able to do, and that's because it was set up in a slightly easier way, I believe, and that was the one for the oh Jesus, my game is freezing there. Okay, I'm fine. Just that I must not wreck, because otherwise I lose this race. One of those haunted races. The one for the SSC2 Atara Striker, that is the only drop syndicate that I've been able to finish, and that was on my Switch account where I have a better garage. In this account that you're seeing right now, which is my global, no, I wasn't able to do it, so yeah. But yeah, only one I've been able to finish ever. I do believe that the first and the second drop syndicates, from what I hear, they were actually pretty good. But again, we're in drop syndicate like 12 already, so yeah, that was a long time ago, so oof. Okay, so that is the finish line. Okay, that's a weird finish. Oh my, oh, I hate this so much. I hate this slow camera. Ah! That slowdown in the last section is so annoying, especially when you're driving fast cars, because it throws you off, you know? It goes into slow mode, and then your car doesn't move normally and all of that. And then once it resumes at full speed, so it's super... All right, why don't you let me know in the comments, whether it's on Drop Syndicate or in regular haunted races in career or whatever, have you ever got screwed over by that slowdown mode? I can't be the only one, all right? It can't possibly just be me. I really hate it. I understand why they did it, because it shows you, oh, there are the ramps, that's what you need to pay attention to, but man, it is just so absolutely annoying. And then with the whole system in this game later on, when there's the hazard system, which are like tickets, but they count the other way around. Whatever. Yeah, it gets even more annoying. What did I need to do in this race? Perfect nitros and drift. Okay, let me do the perfect nitros. Yeah, by the way, yeah, that teleport, if you... Whoa. Okay. All right, sure. Yeah, that roof teleport, I hate it so much. In Asphalt, you can touch that other roof, the one that I mentioned earlier, but apparently not over here. It's fine. All right, finally I'm done with this race. Jesus Christ, so annoying. Is that it, or do I have to do another race? No, that was it. And I get some rewards, lovely stuff, and some wildcards, lovely stuff. I actually will be using this soon enough. And let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm getting close to my DS Survolt. Again, all of these are free tries, so no biggie. All right, let's skip a little bit of this next race because again, it's a hunted race, it's a short one, and I actually think it's the same one where I crashed in the previous one. Okay, let's already focus on going into this thing. But see what I'm saying? How it feels like Backlash, the way that it goes into slow mode or slow motion, and then it switches back, and you're like, oh Jesus! I don't know, it's kind of weird, but there it is. And so what am I missing? Oh, one last race over here to do. And in this one, it is still a free try of the car, but it's no longer at max star. Now it's a free try at 1 star. But same difference. Oh, and actually they face me against the Koenigsegg Jesko. It's on the other side. Yeah, you'll see it over there. Look at that. Look at that. And that's not even the Absolute. It's the regular Jesko. Was that a mistake? Because I think it was meant to be the Absolute, given that, you know, it's the second highest car for this Drab Syndicate. But hey, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, so that's basically it when it comes to the Drab Syndicate. Like I said, I'm not going to be making more content, a lot more content on it, because I'm not super invested on it. Oftentimes I just tend to ignore it because, yeah, it's not my cup of tea. And you see why I'm saying that this shortcut is just nonsense? Look at my opponent. Jesus Christ, he fell behind so hard. That shortcut is just broken. And just like that, we're about to finish the race. Obviously, I cut a little bit of the race here because, hey, I don't think there was much to show. You already done these races, so you can do them yourself. So it's not like I'm showing you anything super, super special. But yeah, there we go. We've done the race. We completed the objectives. We get the rewards. And this is finally going to get us to, like I said, at the very least in this event, you're absolutely going to be able to get a car for free. Now, I already had 10 blueprints from, I think it was a code or something. So I did get more than I needed. But it's pretty dope. So there's my newly added Citroën DS Survolt. Lovely, lovely stuff. I actually do appreciate this car because of the Asphalt 8 nostalgia and all of that stuff, but yeah. So, once again, like I said, I'm not gonna make more videos on this whole thing because I'm really not invested. I'm gonna continue playing it, obviously, and if something interesting happens, I will show you. But other than that, I'm just not super excited about Drab Syndicates. I never am. They tend to be kind of grindy, very difficult, very paywalled. So, yeah, I'd rather focus on doing the other events and, for example, I need to go into this Grand Prix because I never got this car. But yeah, again, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Again, if you have some suggestions as to what video to link for other content creators that have explained the actual Drab Syndicate structure, that would be dope. But yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!